Ladies and gentlemen, it's Travis here, and welcome back to the Bay Area SportsTalk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. The Golden State Warriors get a huge win on the road, 114 to 102 over the New York Knicks. And the Warriors continue to win with Jimmy Butler, as that now improves their record to 9-1 with Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Buckets. And I mean, Stephen Curry put on a show yet again at Madison Square Garden, and the Warriors are now 12-2 at Madison Square Garden in their last 14 contests there. I mean, it has been an incredible run, and this game that we saw tonight had a playoff atmosphere, playoff intensity to this basketball game. I mean, this was one of the most exciting basketball games that you are going to watch here. I mean, this Warriors team, with what they are doing out there, the way they are competing, how hard they are playing, and to beat a Knicks team who is the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. I mean, this was a huge statement victory. Such an impressive win. Welcome in, everyone, to the Golden State Warriors post-game show, as the Warriors get a huge win tonight, 114 to 102 over the New York Knicks, and the Warriors improve to 3-1 on the road trip. This has been an incredible run, and the road trip will continue into Brooklyn on Thursday. Stephen Curry in the game, 28 points. He was 5 of 9 from 3, and he even did the MJ shrug when he hit one of his fourth quarter threes. And I mean, to see the run that Stephen Curry has been on with the Golden State Warriors, it's so exciting that we are potentially going to get to see if Stephen Curry has one last run, or several runs actually. I mean, you want to see him potentially compete for championships, and the fact that with where this Warriors team is, I mean, I believe that this team can compete for a championship. I think they do have it in them, and you wonder how things are gonna when Jonathan Kuminga returns, because having him back in the rotation, in the lineup, it's gonna be very exciting to see how Steve Kerr fits Jonathan Kuminga back into the fold, and when he returns, and the way this team is playing, I think Kuminga can learn a lot from Jimmy Butler with how he plays, his ability to get to the free throw line. Not only that, but his ability to get contact. He's not afraid of contact, playing bully ball out there, and that's something that is a valuable asset to have, because Jimmy Butler can slow the game down. It does a lot to see the basketball go through the net at the free throw line. So the transformation that we have seen this Warriors team undergo since the Jimmy Butler trade has just been so exciting to watch out there. And I mean, tonight, this was perhaps probably the biggest challenge, biggest test, biggest opponent that the Warriors have faced since acquiring Jimmy Butler. So, to get to see what we saw tonight, the playoff intensity, the playoff atmosphere at Madison Square Garden. And this is during a time where with the Knicks, I mean, Jalen Brunson, hats off to him. I mean, he is one of the most exciting players in our game today. So to get to compete against him and be out there, very exciting for this Warriors team to pull out the victory on the road. It was by no means easy to get this win and to play clutch basketball down the stretch of this game. And you were able to do this defensive effort missing GP2, who had sustained a fractured nose. So you hope that GP2 will be able to return soon. Just an unfortunate unfortunate injury there, but the good news is that it's something that he can be able to return from and not miss too much time here. But to see the Warriors missing one of their best defensive players put out this defensive effort tonight, and the fact that they're going to get Kuminga coming back. So this team, with 20 games to go, they could very well achieve their goal of at least being a top 6 seed in the Western Conference. And, a game like this, which, many people had written in as a loss on the calendar, to go out there, compete the way the Warriors competed tonight, to pull out the victory, such a big win. Welcome in, everyone, to the Golden State Warriors post-game show. Glad you could join us as the Warriors knock off the New York Knicks 114 to 102 at Madison Square Garden. And this Warriors team continues to play tremendous basketball since acquiring Jimmy Butler. And I mean, they were put to the test tonight. This game had a playoff intensity, playoff atmosphere, and to see where the Warriors see where they're at. I mean, when you get to go against an opponent like the New York Knicks, who are having a great year, the 3 seed in the East and a potential championship contender, to go into their house and to put together this performance. And I mean, to play the lockdown defense the Warriors displayed tonight, it's just been a complete transformation since acquiring Jimmy Butler. His ability to get to the free throw line, slow the game down, and then what he brings as a leader on defense and a leader on this team, it's just been very exciting. And then the emergence of Quinnen Post, I think, has had a huge impact, because the Warriors have been missing that contribution from a big man, and to have the rookie 7-footer play the way that he is playing out there, Quinnen Post, such a tremendous, he's playing great basketball. So you look at, and then Pazinski, you look at what he has been able to do. Another great game tonight. Pods with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists in the game. Buddy Hield was knocking down threes tonight. He had 15 points, 6 rebounds, and when Buddy Hield is knocking down threes, it's going to be a great game for the Warriors. When the Warriors started this season 12-3, Buddy Hield was knocking down a lot of threes, and you've seen him play with a lot more he's been playing with great confidence, and this entire team, I think, has just elevated their game, and I mean to put themselves in this position where they are now the 6th seed and have got within 3 games of the 5 seed Houston Rockets, as the Rockets lost tonight. So you look at what the Warriors are doing. If you take control of your business, you look up at the standings, you never know where you're going to be at after these final 20 games. But the Warriors, I mean, being put to the test tonight, the challenge of taking on this New York Knicks team, I mean, this was as good as it gets in terms of a great challenge to see where you're at if you're the Golden State Warriors. And I mean, the belief this team, Draymond Green has said it, that this team is capable, and not just capable, but that they are going to win an NBA championship. So, to see the way this team is playing right now, the confidence that they are showing, it is something that you really do believe that this Warriors team is going to be able to accomplish this year if they continue to take it one game at a time. And the reason why it is definitely possible is because, look, I mean, when you have now Jimmy Butler, the pressure that is taken off of Stephen Curry. Because before the Warriors, when Stephen Curry would go to the bench, the non-Steph minutes, I mean, the Warriors would get severely outscored. And a lot of times, Steve Kerr would have to bring Stephen Curry back into the game more often, I mean, sooner than he wanted to. And so, because the game would get out of hand. But now that you have a superstar like Jimmy Butler alongside Stephen Curry, if you sit Stephen Curry on the bench, Butler can be out there and can help score, get to the free throw line, and make those non-Steph minutes where you're able to, hang in there. In fact, even maybe outscore your opponent. And you saw it tonight. Curry got a substantial break in the 4th quarter, and he came back into the game with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. So this is a perfect example where you're able to bring in your closer, bring in a rested Stephen Curry, who is going to be available for these final 6.5 minutes of crunch time. He's well rested, ready to go. And, this is a luxury that before the Jimmy Butler trade, you would not have been able to do this in such a big game. And look, it's why the Warriors played so clutch down the stretch. I mean, they were locked in, the intensity. This was very exciting Warriors basketball. And the Warriors now just 3 games back of the 5 seed Houston Rockets. Anything is possible. Let's see what can happen down the stretch. Welcome in, everyone, to the Golden State Warriors post-game show. Glad you could join us as we are breaking down this huge win tonight, a 114-102 victory. Such a huge statement victory when you think about playing an opponent like the New York Knicks, who are having a great year out there. This was, a great challenge for the Warriors to see where you're at, and this was certainly the biggest challenge the Warriors have had since acquiring Jimmy Butler. And so for the Warriors to play as well as they did out there, compete the way they competed tonight, they shot 48.9% from the field, and they did struggle mightily from 3 in the first half. But what you love to see is it did not break their confidence in the second half, as the Warriors shot the 3 very well. in the second half. So look, they made the adjustment, and in the second half, the Warriors were scoring in the paint. So being efficient in that area, and wow, what a win, and what an exciting time right now when you see, I mean, the smiles, the fun that this Warriors team is having. It really gives you those vibes that you remember in those championship years. So to get this feeling that the Warriors have, this is something that you hope you can continue this momentum during these final 20 games and be able to ride that momentum into the playoffs, which is just going to be so much fun to watch. And right now, this team can certainly accomplish their goal of achieving a top 6 seed in the Western Conference. What a game, what a win. Brandon Pajinski tonight, I mean, what a performance. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. You have really seen the confidence of a Brandon Pajinski out there, and Pods coming through clutch. And Jimmy Butler with 19 points tonight, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And I mean, you just love that, how good this Warriors defense has been since the addition, since acquiring Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Buckets. When you got GP2, you got Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, you got, I mean, these top defenders, this Warriors defense. And tonight, against one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, the 3 seed New York Knicks, a championship contender. And for the Warriors, you're able to go out there and play this lockdown defense. I mean, such a sensational performance tonight for the Warriors. Welcome in, everyone, to the Golden State Warriors post-game show. We are going to be getting to our picks of the game, so would love to hear who you're taking as the player of the game. And for my player of the game, I am going to take Stephen Curry. What a performance tonight. I mean, the degree of difficulty on some of the threes that he hit tonight, I mean, it was very impressive what he did. And you think back to the historic performances that Stephen Curry has had over the years at Madison Square Garden. You go back to 2013 on February 27 when he put up 54 points at Madison Square Garden. What a performance that was. Tonight, 28 points. He was 5 of 9 from 3, added 7 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals. And the Warriors improved to 12 and 2 in their last 14 games at Madison Square Garden. So, I mean, to be playing such great basketball at Madison Square Garden, the Warriors love to play there. And what a game. What a win for the Warriors tonight. Stephen Curry, my player of the game. And let's make some noise for the YouTube algorithm, and let's smash up the like button, everyone. Thank you so much for your incredible support. Smashing that like button, this lets the YouTube algorithm know that this Warriors post-game show is important, so YouTube can recommend this Warriors post-game show to as many Golden State Warriors fans and basketball fans out there. Thank you so much, Dub Nation. Have a great one, everyone, and take